talk today of the mental one of Kylian Mbappe. Should we just briefly talk about that, Dave? What do you think? So the talk is, let me get this right, it's a 300 million euro bid, offering him 700 million euros for 1 year, and then allowing him to go to Real Madrid on a free next season anyway. I read what it worked out to per minute, second, hour earlier from someone on Twitter, but it's ridiculous fees. Is that a move that Mbappe takes for 1 year, knowing that he can go to Real Madrid the following year anyway, or is it just not the right move for him in his career?
I think he's got to move somewhere because he can't sit on the bench for a year, if that's what PSG are threatening.
They'll bottle it. If he ends up staying at PSG, you cannot tell me they don't play him this year. It just doesn't happen.
They're effectively pushing him out the door, though, aren't they? They're saying
they're trying.
You've got to sign a new deal, or we're not going to play you.
But I don't know why clubs try this, because he doesn't need to sign a new deal. The thing is, he's their most expensive asset. He's got a year left on his deal. If he wants to sit that year out, he can. And I do not believe for a second that PSG, if it comes to the end of the transfer window and they've not moved Mbappe on, he's not sitting on the bench. They just will not do that. They couldn't.
Yeah, I think PSG feel a bit aggrieved, don't they? Because the chairman's come out and said, he'd virtually promised that he wasn't going to leave on a free, and now there's obviously talk come out that behind the scenes a deal's been agreed with Real Madrid for him to sign on a free and to receive so much money per week and have a obviously signing on bonus, which you can imagine that leaves a bit of a sour taste in PSG's mouth. But yeah, I'm a bit uncomfortable with this deal. It's
mad.
It's everything that's kind of going on at the minute. It almost feels like football soul is kind of being ripped out in a way.
Yeah, that to be honest, any club that would offer Mbappe that kind of money, I'd say that, whether it was Saudi or not. It's bizarre that someone thinks that any human being is worth that sort of level. We love football, and I've talked quite openly about I don't really pay much attention to market values anymore because a player is worth what a club's going to pay for him. But that just seems unethical, doesn't it? It's bizarre. Is there any chance of him in the Premier League next season, do you think?
And even if he is there, he's not going to want to be there. We know where he wants to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's going to be off-putting for any team that goes for him. I don't see the point.
Really? Come on. You're telling me if Man United could have Mbappe on loan for a year next year, you wouldn't take it? You had Wout Weghorst on loan last season, Dave.
There's no prospect of a long-term relationship, though, with the club, is there? Really?
I don't know.
And then it's a matter of time before he wants to go to Real Madrid.
You signed Ronaldo a couple of years ago. Was there any long-term prospect with that?
It was a permanent move, though. A permanent move. It was a permanent move. And then, also, I can't see him going to United, because if United do get taken over by Qatar, which is a possibility, it looks like, then it looks like the relationship with them is in tatters anyway. Yeah, so true. It doesn't look like a realistic possibility to me.
United have got to be careful with this, though, to me, because if Mbappe does go, there's a chance he could come to the Premier League and strengthen a rival on loan. I don't think he'll come permanently to Chelsea or anyone.
Oh, no.
Have you seen the clubs listed, by the way, linked with him? Because we've got to have a laugh at that.
Yeah.
Because it was Real Madrid,
Tottenham were at the top,
Man United. Yeah, you ruined my joke there. Real Madrid, Man United, Chelsea, Barcelona, Inter Milan, which I thought was brave, and Tottenham. I love that. Yeah, we'd like him too. Yeah, of course you would. No, United, I think, have got to be careful with it, because to me, it just means they've got to accelerate their move for Højlund if they really want him. Because if PSG sell Mbappe this summer, I don't doubt that he'll be someone that's on their radar. There's already been talk that they were looking at him as well. So if United drag their heels over a deal there, and then all of a sudden PSG have got 300 million in the bank from selling Mbappe, you're going to be knocking on Burnley's door again.
Yeah, but it's not like United to move slowly and in for a player, is
You're
it?
right.
So I'm
you're very right.